Welcome into another Vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch. We're going to be going over the biggest old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Sales from the past week. So let's get started off with the Duel Monsters era. Number 10, from the set Magic Ruler, we have the Ultra Rare First Edition Toon Summon Skull in PSA 10. That's a pop 94 selling for $760. Now this is a 16% decrease from its all-time high of $900 back in December of 2020. Now there's a recent sale of this card for $530, so this is a slight increase from the most recent sale. Number 9. From the set Legend of Blue Eyes, we have the Ultra Rare First Edition Right Arm of the Forbidden One. That's a PSA 9, Pop 99, selling for $955. Now that one's a 37% decrease from its all-time high of $1,525 back in January of 2021. Now we've had two recent sales of this card for $700 and $850. So the sale this week of $955 is another increase from recent sales. Number 8. From the set Legend of Blue Eyes, we have the Secret Rare First Edition Tri-Horn Dragon. This one's in PSA 9, Pop 163, selling for $1,025. Now that's a 59% decrease from its all-time high of $2,500 back in February of 2021. We've had two recent sales of this card for right around $600, so the $1,000 sale from this past week is yet another increase relative to recent sales. Number 7. From the set Legend of Blue Eyes, we have the Super Rare First Edition Trap Hole in PSA 10, that's a pop 52, selling for $1,075. That's a 47% decrease from its all-time high of $2,014 back in February of 2021. Now, as we saw last week, LB Super Rares in PSA 10 haven't kept their value very well relative to the market as a whole. Number 6. From the set Magician's Force, we have the Secret Rare First Edition Dark Magician Girl in PSA 8. That's a pop 139, selling for $1,750. Now that's a 47% decrease from its all-time high of $3,300 back in July of 2021. We've had two recent sales of this card for $1,500, so this is just a bit above both of those, which is another good sign that the market's starting to pick up a little bit. Number 5. From the set Legend of Blue Eyes, we have the Ultra Rare First Edition Red Eyes Black Dragon. In PSA 9, that's a pop 138, selling for $2,127. Now, that's a 53% decrease from its all-time high of $4,500 back in March of 2021. We haven't actually seen this card in PSA 9 for sale in almost 6 months. Number 4. From the set Metal Raiders, we have the Ultra Rare First Edition Black Skull Dragon. In PSA 10, that's a pop 113, selling for $2,705. Now, that's a 42% decrease from its all-time high of $4,662 back in February of 2021. We had a recent sale of this card for right around $2,400, so this is yet another slight increase from the most recent sale. Number 3. From the set Magician's Force, we have the Ultra Rare First Edition Dark Paladin Corrected Art Asian English version in PSA 10. This one sold for $3,500 as a best offer. I couldn't find any comps on the PSA website for population or recent sales of this card, but in PSA 10, I imagine that $3,500 is pretty reasonable. Number 2. From the set Pharaoh's Servant, we have the Secret Rare First Edition Jinzo in PSA 10. It's a pop 69, selling for $6,100. Now that's only a 26% decrease from its previous all-time high of $8,295 back in November of 2021. We did have a sale in January of this year for $5,300, so another increase relative to its recent sale. Good news for the Yu-Gi-Oh market. Number 1. From the set Legend of Blue Eyes, we have the Ultra Rare First Edition Blue Eyes White Dragon PSA 9. That's a pop 168, selling for $7,500. Now this was another best offer sale. It's down 56% from its all-time high of $17,100 back in February of 2021. Now before we get into the top 10 GX sales of the past week, I'd like to announce this video's giveaway. I'll be giving away a Magic Ruler Toon Summon Skull to one of my subscribers who likes this video and comments down below letting me know your favorite card from this week's list. Now on to the top 10 GX era sales from the past week. Number 10. From the set Tactical Evolution, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition Elemental Hero Dark Bright. In PSA 8, it sold for $300 as a best offer. Now that's a 67% increase from its previous all-time high of $180 back in December of 2020. Number 9. From the set Power of the Duelist, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition Super Viacroid Jumbo Drill in PSA 10. This one sold for $330. That's a 34% decrease from its all-time high of $500 back in May of 2021. Number 8. From the set Cybernetic Revolution, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition Elemental Hero Bubble Man in PSA 9. That sold for $372. That's a 12% decrease from its all-time high of $425 back in October of 2021. Number 7, also from the set Cybernetic Revolution, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition Winged Kuriboh Level 10 in PSA 9. It sold for $414. That's a 40% decrease from its all-time high of $690 back in November of 2021. Number 6, from the set Power of the Duelist, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition Elemental Hero Flare Neos in PSA 9. This one sold for $600. That's only a 6% decrease from its all-time high of $640 back in October of 2021. Number 5, from the set Light of Destruction, we have the Ghost Rare First Edition Honest in PSA 9, selling for $766. That one's a 57% decrease from its all-time high of $1,800 back in November of 2020. Number 4, we've got a repeat here from the set Light of Destruction, Ghost Rare First Edition Honest in PSA 9, exact same card, selling for $867. So this one's only a 52% decrease from the all-time high, selling just a little bit higher than the other copy of this card that sold this week. Number 3, from the set Tactical Evolution, we have the Ghost Rare First Edition Rainbow Dragon in PSA 9. This one sold for $900, and that's a 54% decrease from its all-time high of $1,950 back in March of 2021. Now, this one did come through as a best offer, not as an auction or buy it now. Number 2, from the set Shadow of Infinity, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition Hammond Lord of Striking Thunder in PSA 9. This one sold for $934. Now that's a 42% decrease from its all-time high of $1,600 back in February of 2022. We did have a sale of this card last week for $1,100. So it's funny to see the Duel Monsters era cards, a lot of them were increasing in value compared to their previous sales, whereas this one's down a couple $100. Number 1, from the set Force of the Breaker, we have the Ultimate Rare First Edition Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger in PSA 10. This one sold for $1,200 as a best offer. And we've had no prior sales documented on the PSA website of this card. Before we get into the top sealed sales of the past week, I'd just like to mention that I do these vintage Yu-Gi-Oh market recaps every week. So if that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing to keep up with trends in the vintage Yu-Gi-Oh market. And whether you're a long-term subscriber or you just subscribed today, don't forget to like this video and comment below letting me know your favorite card from today's list in order to be entered in today's giveaway. Now on to the top sealed sales of the past week. Number 9, we've got a Starter Deck Kaiba Unlimited non-first edition selling for $650 as a best offer. Number 8, we've got a first edition Starter Deck Joey selling for $875. Number 7, we have a first edition 24-pack box of Flaming Eternity selling for $945. Number 6, we have an unlimited 24-pack box of Magic Ruler selling for $1,000 even. Number 5, we have an unlimited 36-pack box of Labyrinth of Nightmare selling as a best offer for $1,000. Number 4, we have an unlimited 24-pack box of Metal Raiders selling once again as a best offer for $1,500. Number 3, we have a combination Starter Deck Joey and Starter Deck Pegasus, both first edition, together selling for $2,000 total. Number 2, we have 6 old school tins all together selling for $2,450 total. Number 1, we have a first edition Starter Deck Kaiba selling for $15,766 as a best offer. That seems pretty expensive to me for that deck, although maybe this one was in particularly good condition or something else I'm not aware of. Also interesting this week to see how many unlimited non-first edition sealed products are selling for pretty large amounts compared to the previous weeks. That's it for this week's Vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch.